today we're going to make these cute milk chocolate frosted cupcakes with cookies on them. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use, once again, the piping tip called 2D, and I'm just going to add a little bit of frosting in the center, and then add a chocolate chip cookie on it. Now, I'm going to decide, I already opened it before. So I'm going to try and decide and see if it would be cute if I add a little bit of, like, I crush up a cookie, a little bit of crumbs on the frosting after I'm done piping it. Maybe I'll do one with, one without. Don't forget, you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut a little bit of the bag, just enough so that the piping tip will go through, and you want it to, you're going to push it down, you want it to be just like that. Fold the bag. I'm going to get my longer spatula so that I can do that. I thought it would be cute to kind of do something in a way that has less frosting, but not be like super cheap on the frosting, I guess you can say. It look like you're cheap on the frosting. Like always, remember I put the frosting in the fridge before so that it's thicker and heavier just like this, because remember our hands are warm, and after holding on the piping bag will warm up the frosting for you. By the time I'm done spinning or mixing all of it in, putting it into the bag, it'll be where I need it to be. So remember, anytime you're putting the frosting in, you're going to scrape it off as much as you can. Open up the bag and get it ready, just in case your hands are super busy. You're going to try and push it in as much as you can downwards towards the piping tip. So I got more here, because I'm probably going to frost a couple with you guys. Then I've got about 24 chocolate cupcakes that I have to frost. Okay. There we go. So just to give you guys a little bit more information about me and about my lovely life. The other day, because I try to visit Ocala as much as I can when my husband's gone, because obviously I don't have any family or friends in Jacksonville. Sad but true. So I try to visit my family as much as I can when I'm in Ocala when my husband's not home. If not, then I try to, of course, visit my husband's family too. But this time, when I went to go spend a couple days in Ocala with my family, came back home with my sister because she came to spend a night over here with me, because the next day my mom was going to drive over to for my 20-week ultrasound appointment. And well, when I came home, unfortunately, I found one of my little guinea pigs, which I call my piggies, or I call them mamas. I don't know exactly why I call them mamas, but I just got into like that, I guess, that habit. So one of my piggies, which her name was Snicks, because the other one's name is S'mores. Unfortunately, I found her laying in the little house cage that my husband built for them, because they have like a two-piece. They live in, well, just living life, because my husband likes to build these cute little things for them to kind of have fun in and whatnot. So we found her there at the darkest part of the cage, and she was not moving. You know, I I grabbed, she doesn't really like to be touched, she's a sassy little thing. I grabbed some of their bedding, which is like wood chips, and I kind of, not really threw it like at her obnoxiously, but kind of put it towards her. I did like that, put it towards her leg. She didn't move, so then I started freaking out, and then I was calling her, she didn't move, and S'mores, the other one, she was just laying right next to her. She looked kind of sad. I mean, I could tell. They're my guinea pigs. So then, you know, I started crying, like bad crying. I guess you can call it like sobbing, crying hysterically. And I asked my sister, like, poke Snicks. So I was like, well, Snicks doesn't like to be touched. I know if you touch her, you're gonna scare her. I was like, maybe she's just in a deep sleep. So like, just poke her, you know? So she poked her and she didn't move. And then that's when, you know, I had to sit down, I had to take deep breaths, you know. I called my mom. Because obviously, since, you know, I'm pregnant, I can't really get stressed out or have too much emotion, even though it's kind of hard to keep those emotions intact a lot of times. So let me go ahead and open this one. Okay. So I had to sit down and take a deep breath, but it's not like it helped. I was still crying hysterically. Called my mom. Thankfully, my mom came over, and because I couldn't do it, she's like, well, you know, you need to just take a box, wrap her up, and I was like, I don't want to hear the rest of that. I was like, I need you to do that for me or somebody. I said, because I can't. And honestly, that was the reason why I didn't want pets in the first place, because as cute as they are, and you know, they're your best friends and all that, these are my first 2 pets. This is my first pet. So I didn't know, and I was not prepared to feel the way that I was going to feel, and I definitely did not know or expect, but like always, when my husband's gone, bad things happen. It's true. So I didn't expect, let me start frosting this. So I just twisted it over here. You can tuck it in if you want to. I'm kind of used to not tucking it in really like that. And I'm actually going to frost it right here. Let me turn this down. Frost it right here. You guys can see. I'm going to try to give you guys an angle because I'm like terrible at showing you guys how to frost it. So you can realistically start outside or start in the middle if you want to. I kind of just wing it with how I'm feeling. So I kind of go from there. So like I said, we're just going to do a little bit and let it do its thing. And then let me put this down before I mess it up. Then we got a little bit in there, and I think the cookie's gonna be kind of cute on it. Yeah. Well, now I'll just lay it on there. Let's see, I can like push it in. How cute! Oh, I'm gonna pull this one out so you guys can see it. So cute. So of course, if you wanted to, I tucked it in, or I pushed it into the cupcake. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can cut it in half. But I figured just because I'm putting a little bit of frosting for those that want a little bit of frosting, it would just be nice to put a little chocolate chip cookie on it. And like I said, I'm going to decide if later I smash 1 or 2 of them. Okay, so far I've done a couple. So I'm going to keep going and do a little bit more with you guys. And I did want to show you guys that I added some of the cookie. So cute. And that's what I meant by putting just a little bit on there. I should probably get a little bit closer to show you guys. So many people start at the center, many people start outside. I just start wherever it kind of feels right. So if I'm going to start at the center, obviously you're just going to work your way the opposite way. And then this one I kind of stopped right there because I'm going to put this down first. Well, no, I'm going to frost another cupcake. And this one I'm going to start outside. And then working my way in. Now I'm going to put this down. And I stopped kind of halfway there for this one because, give it some cookie crumbs. I'm going to push the cookie into the cupcake, and again, I could have easily done half of a cookie, but I figured a whole cookie would look nice. The rolls of the cookie. It's cute for kids. And I'm going to frost one more with you guys. Choose this little odd guy in the corner, just so that you guys can see how I'm frosting the cupcake. And these little popping sounds you hear is just the, so pretty, is just the air bubbles. Actually, I'll do a couple more with you guys. So, like I was saying, the story with Snicks. So, thankfully, my mom was able to come and take care of that for me the same day. And helped me do that. So unfortunately, since my husband has not been able to email me due to connection issues, like he always calls it, because something always happens there. This one on the smaller side. There we go. Putting a little bit too much frosting on them. I get carried away. Haven't been able to tell him that our little baby Snicks is gone. Let's just put it that way, because I know if I say anything else, I'm going to be upset. So she was with us. I'm going to say we got them both at PetSmart, but I'm going to say that she was probably, because, you know, they never know how old they are when they're there. I'm going to say that they were probably both, probably about maybe 2 to 3 months apart in age. Let me put a cookie on one more, just so it's kind of fair. Which one should I put a cookie on? Now I'm going to need a little bit of the cookie dust. I'm going to put it on one that has a little bit of frosting to make it cute. There we go. Cute. Ta-da. And again, you don't have to add cookies on all of them. Maybe if you just want to make one special for a birthday girl, birthday boy, you can. I'm adding the cookies. No one requested cookies. I thought it would be cute to add cookies on there. Because like I said, all they wanted was a little bit of frosting. But you know, I got more frost anyways, so it doesn't matter. So, we got them both there, and we're assuming that S'mores, which is the one that's in her cage now, S'mores is the oldest just because she looks bigger, and she definitely acts the oldest, I guess, if that's like a thing with guinea pigs. She just comes across like she is, like, she's a little more easygoing, even though they're, you know, a little skittish and scared in the beginning because they don't know you. Which we understood, but Snicks spent the whole 2 years with us because we had him for 2 years. So I'm going to say Snicks is probably almost 3 years old. And according to PetSmart, the little pamphlets that they give out, they're supposed to live 5 to 7 years, which is what I think hurt me the most, is the fact that she didn't even hit the 5 mark. And, you know, that's why when, because I couldn't even be there when my mom was picking her up to put her in the box and making the hole in our backyard, the grave, sorry, I call it a hole, oops. The grave in the backyard, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, was she okay? I mean, did she seem like she was missing fur? Like, was she hurt? Like, and she's like, no. She's like, she looked peaceful. She, she looked fine. This and that. And I was like, because then, one is, let me not say one. I'm quick to go ahead and blame myself that it was my fault, you know, that I wasn't giving them enough attention, which honestly, I gave Snicks attention to her liking because she didn't like to be touched, she didn't like to be bothered. Every now and then, you know, when she would squeak happily and want my attention, of course I would give her my attention. I mean, I usually gave S'mores more attention because S'mores wanted more attention. And she would be okay with me petting her or my husband petting her more often. She would come to us. Snicks, on the other hand, always did her own thing. She was always under, always running away, like it was a little game, which, like I said, I was used to. So it didn't bother me that she didn't want to be petted all the time. You know, I just told my husband, you know, she's a sassy little thing. She's just doing her own thing. She doesn't want to be bothered, and we're not going to bother her, you know? So, like I said, we just left Snicks to do her own thing. And she sure always did her own thing. So I was just, you know, grateful to know that no matter what, I'm frosted in here because there's not much left, that, you know, she was okay to my understanding, because she had water before I left. She had, hello baby Daniel, she had water, she had food, she had everything that she needed in the cage, and S'mores was okay. And you know, it was just kind of hard for me to understand, you know, what really happened to her. But I keep reminding myself that it wasn't my fault, and other people that have reached out to me have just told me, you know, it's just her time, you know, sometimes it happens with pets, with animals, whatever people prefer to call them. So that's my story about Snicks, but I'm getting better. My husband and a lot of other people, my husband, I'm sure he will tell me. And a lot of other people have asked me if I'm going to get another guinea pig, but I'm really debating on if I want to. I know it's kind of selfish, but I don't know if I want to go through that again whenever it's S'mores' turn to go. We'll say it that way. So I'm really kind of just feeding her more attention, which she's kind of a little bothered with it. She's like, why are you giving me all this attention? But I just don't want her to be alone. So there's my story about my guinea pigs. So I hope you guys enjoyed me frosting and putting cupcakes together with me and putting little cookies on there. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, any suggestions about guinea pigs, everything that I talked today about cupcakes, guinea pigs, my life, your life, you can go ahead and just comment, write me on Instagram, which is @bakingwithtabs, just like my YouTube channel name. So until next time, bye guys.